Jesus. Okay.
Are you okay?
I think I'm okay. I'm a bit dizzy. DynamicsMinds. Hey, see? And right, we need to consult when we're dressing in future, I think.
Yeah, apparently we have the same wardrobe now because we're both.
We're slaves to corp, always, you know?
Right. Yeah.
What can you do?
Welcome
Welcome.
to new episode of Unresolved Dependencies.
Yes, that's what it's
We're
called.
we're still here. We're still alive. We're still doing this of the last episode.
Yeah. So your eardrums weren't burst yesterday evening then.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Working on that very toughly, very hard. Yeah.
I
So
quite liked the band last night, the Stroj. So interesting band with some interesting songs.
maybe first of all, for everyone who is like not watching on YouTube, you can maybe tell them where we are.
We are currently in Portorož in Slovenia at the very wonderful DynamicsMinds 2026. Great conference.
Yeah, great conference. And you're referring to last night's party because today is actually the second day of the conference, and we were so glad that we could book some time here in the media room for all the creators with like a lot of light, and it's not the case that it's outside 30 degrees and I'm already half ice cream, half human at this point. But yeah, we got a chance to record a new episode of our podcast.
But this is the amazing thing for the event about me. Like the
yesterday.
attention to detail is like crazy. Like
Fantastic.
Mira, we love
Mira,
you. Mira, we just love you.
we love you so much.
Drop Mac. It's just
Yeah,
everyone,
it's
all the Dot Central
incredible.
team, all the organizations, the attention to detail is just spot on. This is why we keep coming back. So we love you. Thank you.
And the parties.
Yes, the parties are good. Yeah. So that band was interesting.
It was interesting, yes. So yesterday was first party. Yesterday was the first day of Dynamics Minds. I had a fucking set of 3 sessions.
Yeah, I had two. So
and then I just had one, my last one, just a few moments ago. And yeah, but first day there's a party. Let's start with the party.
it was
So,
good.
important things first.
It was
It
good.
was an interesting band. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit about the band.
They're called
I-
the Stroj. The Stroj. I'll put the link in the notes as well. They do a lot of like drummings, like boom, 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 and weird songs about Berlin. So as a German, I'm sure you appreciate that.
I
Maybe.
mean, I'm not sure. So it was full instrumental, or there was no singer, right?
There,
was
there were a few little instrumental bits, but it was mainly just like loud drum stuff. It was.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool. I'll repeat the comments of one community member who will remain nameless to protect the innocent. His exact comments, or their exact, okay, I've spoiled it already. His exact comments at the end of this was, okay, I'll start again.
All right, just tell his name.
Right.
I just let this in. I don't
Okay.
cut at this point. No, it's way too hard.
Make sure you cut.
No.
So I'll give you the exact words of one community member who came to me afterwards about the band. Their exact words were, "What do I have to be taking to consider this to be music?" So
Well, it was loud. My ears are still singing basically. I don't know how it's called in English, but they're still singing. I already went to the gym today in the morning. It's still like was there like my head was still vibrating. So I'm really looking forward for the band tonight because
there's
there's
awards tonight as well.
awards.
Yeah, so
really.
you might get lucky. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No. For what should I get an award? For consuming most beer tokens at this event or something?
Putting up with me for 3 days. I mean, that's a pretty big achievement.
That's pretty,
Yeah. So
award will be not enough for that.
But how was your session today? Because I missed it.
Of course, you always miss my sessions.
Yeah.
You even miss the sessions if you're the co-speaker. So there must be.
I attended your session yesterday, and I was involved in your session that we were delivered yesterday.
Yeah, you were involved in the session we delivered.
I made a very important contribution. Let's have that right.
Yeah, you did the acting.
I did the acting.
Mm-hmm.
I've been the color always.
Yeah. Okay. Session today went very well, I think. So yesterday I was a bit, to be honest, BTS content. I was a bit not frustrated, but a bit like questioning a little bit my session yesterday. Um, so maybe to roll this out, I had 2 preparation sessions, which is very close to my heart, as you may know. And yesterday's session was a beginner session, so I wanted to introduce people, make a comparison of planner and perturbations, but I kind of didn't feel it during this presentation somehow because I was more personally more involved into the 2 AI-based session I did before. So before we did a session together on like how I work on the Power Platform with AI versus how we did it many, many years in the past. And then I had another session with Nathan Sweeney from KPMG where we talked about differences in Foundry and Copilot Studio, which I think was a very good session for the first time we did it. So I still get like people coming up to me and say, "Hey, that was a great session." So that's nice, and they had fun, and this is like the most important thing for me, that you learn something in my sessions, and as well you have fun. You just have a good time for 45 minutes, and I didn't have the feeling about that after my yesterday's last sessions, and now I did the second preparation session today, and it was feeling way more better then. So that good feeling was back. I don't know what was the issue yesterday. Maybe it was just too much because I had like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and then 12:15 or something. And it's always for like 45 minutes, plus some questions, plus changing the room, running around, making sure demo is not broken, which was, but doesn't matter. And all of that stuff. So I think maybe it was just too much back to back.
Yeah, I think pushing yourself too hard. You just got to
Yeah,
pace yourself at these. This is my mistake. I've got a session today and a session tomorrow. But
yeah.
anyway, speaking of things that only one person is interested in, we need to do Joe's travels, don't we?
Oh yeah, let's go.
We do. So we didn't have any answers since the published the podcast yesterday. So fortunately, no shout outs this time.
It's
But
like back to
yeah.
back recording.
But remember, hello@unresolveddependencies.com. We would love to hear from you. We'll give you a nice little cheeky shout out. There are still some vague promises or some gifts at some point, but yeah, we'll figure that out.
You need to work on that,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the answer was Ljubljana, City of Dragons. I didn't know that. It's quite interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that as
Yeah.
well.
And
And a very nice airport actually. So the airport is like somewhere in the nature. There's like a nice forest around it, nice little nature view, including mountains.
yeah,
Very impressive, very nice.
it's such a beautiful country.
Yeah, it
I
really is.
really, really love Slovenia.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
fantastic.
absolutely is. I definitely plan to do some vacation here soon. And it would never come to this point where I say, oh yeah, I want to do vacation in Slovenia if it was not for Dynamics Minds to come here.
Yeah, this is it. This is what
Incredible.
these events give you, these great holiday destinations. So Ljubljana was the answer. So we've got a new clue for this week. So answers on a postcard or via email, probably that's better. hello@unresolveddependencies.com. So I'm going to be in a place that's colloquially known as the City of Rain, surrounded by 7 mountains, and is also famous for a wooden waterfront that's over 300 years old. Where am I going to be next?
City of Rain must be close to Manchester, I think.
You, it's closer to Manchester than where we are now, for sure. Yeah.
I see.
So there you go. You
You
got
got
you
a
got you
free
got a
hit.
further clue. So hello@unresolveddependencies.com. We would love to hear from you. Yeah, see if you can guess where I'm going to be next.
Awesome.
But yeah, I think again, I'm adamant that everyone is interested in this. Certainly, I think Ulrika's interested in this. I think from what I heard on the Power Platform
I,
Briefs podcast.
I,
Sebastian,
it's about the food.
the food.
I had something else in my mind.
Okay. Did you want to say what that was or
No,
no? Okay. Okay.
this stays for right now between Ulrike and us.
Okay. What's the best thing you've eaten at the conference? Let's go with that.
Oh, the best thing I've eaten at a conference so far, because I just had burger because the downstairs the restaurant was super full and loud, so we decided to go to the terrace and go for burger, which was super delicious. So first of all, that was good. The best thing I had, I think, no, I'm pretty sure, was there were pizza slices yesterday
I didn't call it
with,
pizza though, did they? It
huh?
was called something else. It
It
was
was
like,
called something else.
yeah, it's
That
weird.
we will,
Pizza Leo or Pizza Roa.
yeah, it was like little
Weird.
pizza slices, so without any kind of like there was no like ham on that or something like that, or anything else you would put in pizza. It was like margarita
Mm,
pizza, and they basically put olive oil on top of that.
yeah.
And that was incredibly delicious. And I had one with chili olive oil, and it's all like made in this area,
Mm,
and it was the same olive oil you could buy at the store in the old town.
It's just
And
good oil country around here.
yeah,
So
and
definitely very good.
I also had the truffles oil with the little pizza, and this was my highlight. So the chili oil was incredible hot, and I'm not a
Mm.
spicy eater. I would not survive in India with like regular food. I just always need to please no spices, and then they laugh, and then I say, no, seriously.
Netika.
Yeah, exactly.
Netika.
And
See, there you go. Learn something.
there's so many skills in this room. And yeah, but the truffle oil is really outstanding, and I'm glad I bought one at the
Am
store.
I supposed to be taking that back for you or something? Because he did this last year. He
Yeah,
check a bag and he just says, right, here you go, Joe. You take my shit and look after it for 2 weeks.
I mean, this time I didn't check my bag on the flight here, and I still got my bag.
Yes, we were waiting a long time, and yeah, there was some. I think you were just hungry.
Yeah,
You need to be fed at regular intervals.
yeah, maybe. I just didn't want to check my bag because I didn't want
Mm,
to wait, because I wanted to go as fast as possible to
mm.
Portorož. But anyways, we had to wait like an hour for your bag, so
Anyway, what can you do?
but I will check my bag on a flight back,
Yeah,
so
get yourself ready.
you don't need to take my lovely olive oil because I bought 2 bottles.
Nice.
I just
Must be
don't
good olive
remember
oil.
what the second one is, to be honest.
You're
It is very good olive oil here.
cool.
It's incredible. I love it.
So tell everyone about the keynote yesterday. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being completely straight laced, 10 being out of this world wacky, where
So,
would you rate it?
so literally, it was out of this world.
Out of this world.
Oh,
Wow.
so
Okay.
it was
Wow.
literally out of this world. The production value is so incredible high. So keynotes at Dynamics Minds are not keynotes. They're like a movie. It's like a full production team, I think. They're like at least like 500 people involved. It must be because like it's like you're sitting in a theater or something. And say I liked most the opera singer.
Hmm.
She was amazing. And I was sitting front row. I couldn't see half of the slides, which
What
just was
it was quite sort of Fifth Element. It was how it was described to me. Felt
well,
like that. You know that scene with that alien opera.
a little bit, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit. So this, I couldn't see everything from the screens, but it was not an issue because most of the Microsoft content was kind of AI generated videos, and I really didn't like them. So
With the voiceover as well and things.
no, it was like just loud music and they were talking over it and like no, it's I don't want to go into detail about this because I really didn't like it and maybe there was a good intention behind that, but it looked like quite sloppy to be honest. So, but this should not drag down any kind of the experience of the whole keynote
Mm.
itself because everything around that was pretty amazing and
Mm.
the idea was great. The whole space theme we do have with Star Trek and all of the different if you see it on YouTube with the different UFO, what is it called in
UFO.
UFO? This is the
Unidentified flying object.
oh, in German it's just UFO.
UFO. There's not
UFO. There's no
like
German.
a 60 word
I
name.
mean, there's Raumschiff.
Roundship. Okay. Of course there is.
Yeah. So that's all great. That was fantastic. Also, Donna's part, I think we mentioned her last time already, was pretty good. So we should always
Donna's keynotes are always like really great in terms of she makes it engaging.
yeah
She brings it down to like the level that okay, yeah,
yeah
I get that I get what you're saying about this, so I'm going to talk to you about it in that sort of way.
yeah.
And she always gives good homework as well. So
Yes, and yeah, she gave us some homework for learning.
yeah,
So I need to learn a lot. So now, thanks for that. I'm not busy at all, so I have time for that.
yeah,
But yeah, your key message was like that we should humanize as well with all of these agents and focus on the impossible. And I think this is a great approach.
yeah,
Yeah, so I like that as well. Yeah, but overall, keynote always an experience at Dynamics Minds. So from the first time I was here, it was truly something special. You cannot really compare it to other keynotes. So really great job again. Shout out to Mira and the whole team, and as well the committee for making us speak here,
yeah.
forcing us here.
So another 1.5 days to go.
Yes,
I've got a session this afternoon on App Insights. You're all done now, though. Yeah.
I'm done now. I have speed mentoring later on.
Oh, okay. So you can get speed mentored by this guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I tell you.
You could be this
You could be
potentially.
better.
You could be better.
That's
Yeah.
the nice thing. You could be better than me. So which is not hard. So You just get there. So
You just apply yourself.
just
Yeah.
just show. Just I will tell you everything. I have no filter on that. So I will tell you every secret I have. And
That's very dangerous.
that's very
Thinking.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost every
Project
secret.
operations secret.
No, I can't. There are some under NDA which I'm not talking
Ah,
about
okay.
because there are big. I thought about this in today's session actually to talk about like something that's pretty unknown, but I'm not really allowed to talk about it.
Yeah,
It's under.
NDAs are usually legally enforced and have severe consequences. You may not be aware of this,
No,
but
I'm literally always thinking that everything is under NDA, so I just look it up before my session to see, okay, is there official source for that? And then I will talk about it. So
yeah,
it's something.
it's a fun line we have to cross sometimes. It's like, okay, having to sort of say, okay, don't do that. Can't say why, but
Mm,
don't do that.
yeah,
That's what sometimes
yeah,
ends up being.
yeah. How are your sessions? Do you have one more? What
I've
was
got
it?
one this afternoon.
I think the first session you did on Monday morning, this was great, right? And how
Oh,
the other?
because you were there and
Yeah,
you
of
lived
course.
it, yeah. So that was all good. We had the second session yesterday on Fabric and Dataverse. So yeah, had some good questions and engagement there. We've got one this afternoon on App Insights, which I need to just go and do always some last minute prep for. And then tomorrow I've got the session with Daniel Laskowitz on
Oh,
MCP
oh,
and
yeah.
3 ways it can change your life.
Oh, nice. That 3 ways to change my life. Okay.
Change your life, yeah. We set the bar really high.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we're going to hit that bar is another question. But the interesting thing is that the gives a good opportunity to talk about some of the skills and also some of the configuration. There are a few little
Mm-hmm.
gotchas with MCP configuration in Dataverse in terms of like allow client lists, have to enable some features. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to share some
And
tidbits
this all
there.
takes a while till this runs through, right?
24 hours, yeah,
We,
usual.
yeah,
There's always some, I'm assuming, magical SQL Server store procedure script that runs behind the scenes that
yeah,
magically fixes things. So
definitely. I can directly attach to that because for people listening and attending the conference and attending our session on Monday,
mm,
there was an issue during our demo, or to my part of the demo, where the so just for the demo, I wanted, or I tried with GitHub Copilot and our custom-made skill. I think we talked about skills before,
yeah,
but so if you're regular listener, you know what skills are, and
if not, you
why,
can go back and listen to the episodes.
and you definitely need to look into that. Um, and this skill was like defined that, okay, you need to plan out an application and a solution on Power Apps. You need to create different tables, views, forms, stuff like that, put everything into a solution, and then create a code app on top of that for a nice interface. So everything automated, runs through, all good. Runs as well fine during my prep and so on, but during the session itself, it failed miserably. And I figured out know why it was the case.
Oh,
So
okay.
the issue was that Dataverse MCP by default, so the skill forces Dataverse MCP and PackCLI
Mm,
and nothing else. Because in theory, it could have worked as well by not using Dataverse MCP. In this case, it would have created the solution XML and the customization XML files locally on my machine, zip it up to solution and import it through the Pack CLI. That would have been workaround if you don't use a skill, for example, which is
this is
quite
what I've
standard.
observed myself with the Dataverse skills. It will go off and either write some Python code, or if it
Yeah,
can't do it
it would
directly,
write
it will go,
Python
okay,
code.
right, I know how the form XML definition kind of looks. I'm going to create that locally. I'm going to bundle it up and
Yeah.
import it, and it's good in a way because it goes through that iteration. Oh, this failed. Oh, let me try this instead. Oh, this failed. Oh,
That's the agentic thing I
yeah,
like about GitHub Copilot a lot
yeah,
because it will figure out a way in terms of, okay, what can I do? It in some cases it even goes via Azure and then kind of forces itself therein. So as long as you know what you're doing, it's pretty good that it will find a way or workaround. If you like the workaround or not, that's on your side. You need to decide. You're the human in the loop. You are the guy who or the woman to kind of figure this out. But in my case, in the skill I defined, do not use any Python, only use the Dataverse MCP and PAX CLI for everything. So because I wanted to force it to use Dataverse MCP because it's much more efficient and it's faster. You only have a certain amount of time in a demo. The issue was that the solution it has created was not the preferred solution. And if it's not the preferred solution, the Dataverse MCP takes the prefix of the default publisher of the environment. The skill defines a new publisher, creates a new publisher for the new solution, which absolutely makes sense. So you have publisher A for the solution, and you have the default publisher for your environment. So what happens now, the Dataverse MCP picks up the default publisher, looks at the solution, says there's another publisher, and then combines both of them. So you have this little CR48CD publisher underscore, and then I had DynamicsMinds, which is short than DM, and then DM, and then score, and then the table name. And then it complains about that within my validation, because my validation says this is how the table schema name should look like, and it does not have two publishers for sure. So
Well, hasn't it always been a long-standing thing in Dataverse that, okay, you can't, if you've got a unmanaged solution with a certain publisher, you can't go in and add components.
I mean,
to
it's an unmanaged solution, so
Yeah, I just seem to recall there was some issue there. Okay, if you go in and try and do another publisher on top, like it's new, even wouldn't be new underscore, new underscore is the table name. Then you go in and try and do a field in that new underscore table in that solution with another publisher. That's where you get errors. I could have sworn I've seen that before.
maybe, I don't know.
It's been a while. It's been a long time.
Not the issue I have, because the issue then is that it does not. So my validation check fails.
Hmm.
I have a validation check in my skill to make sure that everything works well. So I definitely should do this as well. That you have some evals basically to review what happens, and so that fails, and then it goes into a loop that it fails over and over again, and then at some point it just quits and just says, okay, I can't do this. I'm very sorry. And now I figure out, thanks to Daniel Laskowitz as well, that if I set my solution to a preferred solution, it just runs through smoothly. So it just works totally fine. I already published the skill as we speak on my private GitHub. I will double check that everything is fine again the next days, and then set it to public, and as well put the link in the description of this podcast.
We're just the gift that keeps on giving, you know?
Just a gift to the community.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
why we convert beer tokens into beer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about exams.
Oh yeah,
There's
exam.
some new interesting exams. There's a lot of change happening at the moment around the Microsoft exam sort of landscape. You may have seen some of the newer AB exams coming out now. A lot of retirements of the older exams, like the MB and PAL exams, are kind of going away. PL 400, I think, is probably going to be the only remaining one at this
Oh
point,
really?
which is going to be kind of interesting. So let's see. There's a few ones out in beta at the moment, which I'm in the process of kind of sitting myself. Worth checking out, perhaps. AI 200, which is Azure AI Cloud Developer Associate. You've also got AB 210, Accelerating Sales Pipeline with AI in Dynamics 365. I sat that one on Friday, I think it was. And then SC 730, Cybersecurity Business Professional.
Oh, so
So there's a lot of new kind of AI focused exams. When you sit the exam, you can't talk about the content. It's all under NDA, so can't really go into specifics around it. But it's definitely I think I need to go back and for sure look at some of the more newer Copilot stuff and the more lower level detail stuff, because what I thought was there last year, particularly for things like the sales module, has evolved quite considerably in terms of sales researcher agent,
yeah.
sales close agent, the different scenarios where you use it and stuff like that. So it's not going to be a case that you can just sort of. I've got a feeling I might fail it, but let's just see. But I don't think you can walk into these exams and just hope that, okay, because you've been working the sales module for 20 years or whatever. 20 years? Must be 20 years. Maybe.
15 maybe?
15, yeah.
15?
Yeah, 15,
I would,
15, 20, yeah, who knows. My maths is never my strong suit, so but you can't just walk in and assume. You actually need to go and prepare. You can't YOLO this stuff, basically.
you have a strong suit.
I seem to somehow pass these exams.
Yeah, it's still a miracle to me.
It's either I'm either very, very lucky, or there's maybe some grain of genius kind of that's unlocked under pressure situations.
We need to
Like,
pass this.
because with the exams, you sat there. If you ever sat a Microsoft exam at home, you've got the camera on, you've got some anonymous person from Pearson who's watching you
That's really
during the
interesting.
exam. You got to show them your room and everything like that. So
So
it could be a fun. It must be fun working for them. The stuff that they may see when they're doing that.
that's the real
Like
like
you just see like the most randomest thing on somebody's table, like a
yeah. It's such a weird experience. So for me, it's very uncomfortable. Then you need as well to clean up everything around you.
and
That's
they're
like
using AI now to detect things.
really.
So yeah, because I usually have a monitor on my screen. I usually will just unplug it, switch it off. But now when you take the photos and you scan it, it goes, oh, you've got a monitor there. Can't let you proceed. So you have to take the monitor off the desk. So
Jeez,
yeah, so
that's crazy. You
exams are fun.
need to have a whole room just to take new exam.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm sitting one more of the beta exams. I think it's one of the dynamics ones, I think next week. So see how we go. But I don't think I'll pass.
Yes. Yeah, because you were talking about the sales researcher agent,
Mm.
which is previously known as Project Sophia,
Mm.
also got some new features
Oh,
soon.
nice.
I cannot elaborate more, but there's
Watch
more.
this space.
There's more to come there.
More to
Yeah,
come.
they're actively working on that, and I think it's especially for insights from like a manager perspective, super helpful.
Mm.
Yeah, gives you a lot of details on like so what is currently the hot stuff inside your environment.
Stuff, baby, see, yeah. Looking for some hot stuff. No? Okay.
Yeah,
This guy's no fun, honestly.
I'm German. I already told you.
Germans like to party.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
When did you go to bed last night?
I went to bed after the band because I had to be up today. I was doing training this morning, so
Mm.
that's fun.
So before 4 o'clock in the morning.
But a pro tip, Heineken Zero here, they've got this year, so they've got 0% beer. You don't need a token for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
water.
think I gave
Water is for free.
and I think the guy got sick of seeing me because I came up once, he gave me one, he took my token, it came back, said no token, gave me a second one, came back a third time, he's just like here you go, 4 of them.
This is like the
Just like
oh, to be honest, this is like the girl at the beer bar last year, but like at some point I was just like, hey, here it's me again, I need 4 beers, and she was like
yeah. So
and it happened yesterday as well because like yesterday when the band closed, I was okay with some friends and
mm,
colleagues there.
mm,
So I was asking the fellowship around me, do you want something? I go back, I get one more beer, and then I go back to my bed
mm,
because I have a session on the
mm,
next day. I still need to make up my mind. I was still struggling with the experience I had in the earlier preparation session,
mm.
and I as well wanted to go to the gym this morning, which I actually did. So your car is safe back in the
Oh yeah,
airport.
make sure you give me those keys because I'm not going to be able to get back to the airport without it.
Yeah, the keys. Yeah, let's see on
But
that.
we'll discuss this
We will
offline. Yeah,
discuss it offline. Yeah. Yeah. So I did the gym. I just want to say that. But then I
you
was
did the gym.
asking.
Well done, well done. You did the
Thanks.
gym. Well done.
Thanks. Thanks.
You went with Mel, didn't you?
Huh?
You went with Mel, didn't you?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I
You
gave
got a
it
gym
her.
buddy.
Yes, new gymmer. Yeah,
Nice.
someone to rely on. I can trust on. So what I wanted to say, I was just asking around, say some people want a beer, so yeah, just get 4. It's fine. I can handle 4. So I go back. Hey, I would like to have 4 beers, and she was like looking at me. You sure? I was like, yeah. And then yeah, let's see how this continues tonight.
Did you look drunk at all? Was she maybe a bit
No,
worried that you'd had enough?
no, I'm German.
German people can still get drunk. You can't. You can't. You know, biology is not resistant to.
Not so the beers are very small. So for everyone,
Okay.
so I'm usually not drinking a lot. I
Mm,
know not like drinking regular or something, so I
mm,
don't have any alcoholic problem. I say I
mm.
drink like I don't know 3 times a year or so. So they're like if you're watching the YouTube, they're like this. So it's a small cup,
Kleiner beer.
kleine beer. Yeah, it's a small cup. I think it's like point zero,
Yeah,
point
baby
four.
cup, like yeah.
Yeah, it's really small. So 4 beers is like really not much, for one person over the whole evening. And no, but I just got him back, and then I will see how this will escalate tonight.
Yeah,
There's more party.
this guy's gonna party for sure. So let's see.
Yeah, I need just to have 3 beers to be social. That's the main issue.
Yes. So best of luck
Otherwise,
with
I'm
that.
socially awkward. I'm just a nerd at this point. So
You are socially awkward.
yeah.
If you think we're awkward, watch him with Nathan. Honestly, that was just like I think I'm starting to realize maybe it's a problem with him rather than me, which is quite satisfying. So
Weren't you entertained?
I was entertained. It was a very good session, actually.
You see, that's all part of it.
Yeah. Although I think you did spend a bit too much time talking about Copilot Studio.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. You don't like
Good.
Copilot Studio, so okay.
No, it's just because I want to see the Foundry stuff because that's what I'm interested in at the moment. So
There's a full session on Foundry with Nathan right after this recording, so we happily can go there together because I will be there.
I've got calls and I prepare for my session. I think cold is going to strangle me. So
You
if I'm
see,
not alive next time we do this podcast recording, then you know the reason why.
you see, he always dismisses my invitations. So let's see
Let's see.
how unresolved
So
this will continue.
yeah, so I think that's a good time to end it. You know, just
The episode, guys. The episode. Not
oh yeah, the episode.
the
Yeah,
episode. Okay.
yeah, we're doing this shit until the end of time now. This was your idea, so
Yeah, because like the sessions we do together is also my ideas.
hey,
Because
I came up with the workshop. Well, we're doing a workshop later this year.
oh damn,
I did all the work for it in terms of preparing it, and we need to start thinking about that. Actually,
you already prepared the workshop.
we need to start preparing it. So if
you thought about preparing the workshop.
but I prepared
so
the title and the abstract, didn't I?
No.
Oh.
Is the project operation from zero to hero?
No, it's the agentic.
Oh yeah,
agentic
okay.
workshop.
Okay, this is what you have done. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
See, I have done something. See?
Yeah.
Even you can see it.
You get like 1 star on your table. I have 500,000. You have no 3. All right, cool. Then thank you so much for listening. Thank you again for DynamicsMinds for having us here at the media room. Thank you so much for making this possible. Thank you, Mira, for everything. It's incredible. And as well, thank you and shout out to Nathan for having the session together. Really nice guy. Go check him out if you have not yet. Really knowledgeable guy. And shout out to Joseph, who is sitting this for the last 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 30. I have lost of time.
We've lost track of time. It's fine. It's
Yeah. All right,
cool.
let's go back to the event. Have some fun. Have some more nice sessions in front of us. More learning. More connecting with people. More socializing.
Yeah,
I can make that. See you then in 2 weeks when we are back home. Hopefully.
Yeah.
See, I will be home, I think. Don't worry.
I would also be home actually, but yeah, cool. But yeah, see you next time.
Did we had like one session where you were at home?
We
One
have
recording?
at least one.
At least
First 2 episodes.
one. Okay, not bad. Right.
See how he remembers.
Bye.